So find a comfortable seated position, whether it's on the floor or possibly even a chair is fine. Be really mindful with the placement of the hands. They can be one on top of each other in the lap. Typically the right is over the left, or they could be on your thighs, the palms down or up. Sometimes I like this variation because I feel like the hands almost help lengthen me up a little bit more, but it's important that the shoulders relax and the face is relaxed, the jaws unclenched. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a slow breath out. And allow yourself to settle in to stillness, to quiet. What are the sensations of stillness and quiet? This is a chance to come home, to come back to yourself, to spend time with yourself, to let go of the busyness or the chaos, the troubles, the worries, and spend time in the present moment where the stillness and the quiet resides. Gradually begin to lengthen and deepen your breath. Feel the sensations as you now add in that mindful deep breath in and out. Long, slow, deep breath in through the nose. And long, slow, steady breath out through the nose. And everything else just fade into the background. Just practice being right here and right now. Take this time to set your intention for your practice this morning. You've done the hard part. You said yes. You showed up for yourself this morning. What are you here to receive? How can this practice serve you? I invite you to dedicate your practice. Draw energy into your own personal space to support you and to guide you, motivate you, to inspire you. And share the gifts of this practice with someone else in your life that's not here to receive it themselves. Let's take our next breath together. Inhale and take the arms, reach them all the way overhead. Bring the palms together, and as you exhale, let the hands slowly move down through the center. Rest at your heart. Namaste. With that spine still nice and long, inhale and take the arms, reach them all the way up. And as you exhale, really expand nice and wide here. Feel the fingertips reaching for the edges of the room. Feel the fingertips touch the floor. And then inhale as you take the arms, reach them all the way up. Feel the fingertips reaching to the sky. And as you exhale, once again, open nice and wide. Let your breath be control. Let the movement be mindful. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, slowly, reaching down. As the fingertips come to the floor, reach them down and away, lengthen up through the back. Take the right ear over to the right shoulder. And the chin down to the chest. The left ear over to the left shoulder. Just pause here for a moment. And then the chin down to the chest and the ear to the shoulder. And let your head gently rock from side to side. Find your own comfortable pace. You might even choose to take a full circle around. That doesn't work for everyone. This is your practice, so do what feels good to you today. The next time the chin comes down to the chest, just pause there. Bring the hands back to the thighs, let the arms really relax, keep the spine long, and as you inhale, lead with the chin looking up. And as you exhale, take your time as you bring the chin all the way down the chest. Inhale and look up. Exhale and look down. Inhale and look up. And as you exhale, come back to neutral with that chin parallel to the floor. As you inhale, look to the right. Bring that chin as close to the shoulder as you can. And as you exhale, slowly looking to the left. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Work with your own range of motion. Inhale as you look to the right. And exhale as you look to the left. Good. One more time. Look all the way to the right. And all the way to the left. Good. Come back to the center. Find that stillness, that quiet. Feel the sensations of right here and right now. As you open the eyes, sit all the way down onto the floor. So if you're using supports, set it aside and take those legs and extend them out in front. And use the hands behind you to help lengthen up through the spine, kind of root the heels to the floor and just pedal those knees from side to side, lifting one knee at a time and then the other. Keep the toes pointed up to the ceiling, the knees pointed up to the ceiling. Good. Try to straighten those legs as much as you can. Bring the hands to your heart and lift one sit bone off the floor and then rock and lift the other one off the floor. Kind of feel that massage on your glutes on the floor and feel the core engaging as you lift. It's less about momentum, a little bit more control. Good. Ground both sits bones to the floor. Inhale, take the arms, reach them up. And as you exhale, open those arms nice and wide as you reach to the edges of your space. And then inhale, take those arms, reach them all the way up. This time as you exhale, reach out to the front of the room. Imagine you're reaching way past your feet here. Eventually let those arms relax down. That might mean reaching your feet, but the hands could be on the shins or the floor. Let your head relax, feel the shoulders relax. Let your face relax. Take a deep breath into the back of the body. And as you exhale, let out a sigh, just relax. Let go. Release the hands to the floor and slowly draw the body up. Point the fingertips forward. Point the toes down, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift up through the chest. I want you to pay attention to the hands, the palms, feel the wrists and the forearms. The hands are wide as you root down to the earth and lift up through the chest. If you're comfortable, you could drop the head. Feel the toes pressing down, the stretch through the tops of your feet and through the fronts of the legs. As you inhale, root down, lifting maybe just a bit higher. And as you exhale, just receive to begin. Then draw the belly into the back, the chin to the chest. Let's fold those legs all the way in. Take a deep breath in, reach all the way up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, slowly reach out. Be gentle with your body as we slowly begin to move. Let the shoulders drop, let the knees drop. Do your best to just relax in the stretch. Mindful breaths in and out. Each exhale, an opportunity to let go just a bit more. Good. Press the hands into the floor and draw the body all the way up. Sitting up nice and tall, take the arms out to the side. Move from side to side here. So as you inhale, take that right arm, reach it all the way up. And as you exhale, reach over to the side, take that left shoulder, really drop it down. Feel the elbow moving down to the floor. It's not about touching, just feel it moving in that direction. Then inhale and rise up. Take the left fingers, reach them all the way up. And as you exhale, reach over, drop that right shoulder down, the elbow to the floor. Keep the sits bones grounded here. Inhale and reach up. You're just moving as far as you can for your own body. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, reaching over. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching over. Good. Inhale up. And exhale over. Bring both arms all the way back to the center, reaching all the way up to the ceiling. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, let the arms come down. Just twist as you open the chest to the left. As you look all over that back shoulder, just pause here. Let the breath be full. Let it move throughout your body. With your next exhale, slowly release it out, taking the hands all the way over to the other side. Find your twist. Look all the way over the back shoulder. Mindful breaths in and out. And slowly release it out, taking a moment in the center to be still, to be quiet. Settle in to the present moment. Feel joy and contentment in just being here. As you open the eyes, let's make our way onto the hands and knees. So you can either roll forward or swing those legs around. Honor your body if you need extra support under your knees. And honor your body if you prefer to stand and put your hands on a chair. Yeah, that's what I meant to say, on a chair instead. Or you could even do these cat and cow stretches seated, if that's a better option for you. If you are on the hands and knees, make sure those hands are nice and wide. Make sure the knees are right underneath the hips. And let the feet be right behind the knees. So you really want those legs in parallel lines here, those lower legs. Even the feet, the ankles are straight. Sometimes we turn the toes in or out. You can't see me here. So sometimes these ankles roll in or roll out. You want to try to keep those feet really straight. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under around the spine as you drop the head, the chin to the chest. And as you inhale, rock the pelvis forward. Tailbone up, belly down, lift the chest and lift the gaze. And then exhale and round. Think of the center of the back reaching all the way up to the ceiling. And as you inhale, imagine the belly moving all the way down to the floor. Find a rhythm and a movement that feels good in your body. With your next exhale, tuck the toes under, walk the hands out in front, and find your puppy stretch. The pelvis rocks forward here. The head and the heart move down to the floor. If there's a lot of tension in your shoulders, you could go wider with your arms. But you want to feel that stretch in the arms and the sides of your body and your spine. You want to feel the sense of surrender and letting go. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a slow breath out through the mouth. Let's bring the elbows to the floor, bring the palms of the hands together, and bring the hands behind your head. You can adjust where those elbows are so it feels good to you, but you'll add a little stretch here in the backs of the arms. Just shift the energy a little bit in our puppy stretch. Take a few more deep breaths in and out here. Bring the hands down to the floor. Lift the hips all the way up. And slowly bring the shoulders over the wrists as the pelvis comes forward and down into our modified upward facing dog here. Let the hips move down, pull the shoulders back as you lift up through the chest. You might even move a little bit here, maybe swaying the hips or shifting your gaze from shoulder to shoulder. Good. Press the belly into the back. Come all the way up and back into downward facing dog. With your next exhale at the knees, come back to the floor. And I want you at this point to take your blocks and place them to the front edge of your mat. So they're here if you want them. It's your choice whether you use them or not. But from the hands and knees, let's take first the right foot and walk it all the way forward. You want the foot between your hands so that the three of those, the two hands and the one foot, are kind of in the same line, and that back knee is behind your hips here. So we're not here, 40, 90-degree angles everywhere. You want that back knee back so you can feel the stretch as the hips go forward. Then press those hips forward a little more. Inhale and lift up through the chest and really kind of lift up out of the hands. So you don't want to be sinking down. You want to be lifted up here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, send the hips all the way back. Let the front foot, feel those toes pull all the way up to the ceiling, back towards your chest, the hips moving back behind you. Inhale and float forward. Those hips move forward, lift up through the chest, lift up out of those hands. And as you exhale, send it all the way back. Inhale, floating forward. And exhale, moving back. Good. Inhale, float all the way forward. Tuck the back toe and just lift that back knee off the floor. Just pause here for a moment. The front knee is bent. That back leg is straight. As the hips go down, there's a nice stretch through the body. Really nice, everybody. From here, I want you to rotate and plant that back heel. Your foot might come in just a little. Then really root those feet down to the floor. Use your core strength. Try to rise up off of the blocks all the way up to your warrior one. The hips are squared off to the front of your space. The shoulders are squared off to the front of the space. The fingertips are reaching all the way up. Take a deep breath in. The fingertips reach the sky. And as you exhale, let the arms come down. Good. Inhale, take those arms, reach them all the way up. And as you exhale, let the arms come down. Good. I want you to pay attention to that front knee. As you inhale, keep that knee right where it is. As you exhale, we're going to pivot those hips and just open up to a warrior two. So I want you to feel that knee staying right here where it is. As you inhale, we're going to come back to the center, back to warrior one. So the hips are square here in the center. And then as you exhale, open up to warrior two. Inhale to the center, the arms reach up, stay low in that front knee. Keep that knee open. For us in here, it's towards the windows. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, open wide. Good. I want you to pause here for a moment. Just take the top hand, reach it all the way up and back to the back of the room. Back hand is relaxed, hand moving down the back leg. Inhale, come back to the center. And as you exhale, cartwheel those hands all the way back down to your blocks. Good. Pick up that back heel. Probably best to start with the highest position of your blocks. You're going to pick up that back foot, put all the weight in your front foot. Walk the hands out so the hands are underneath the shoulders. Try to straighten the front leg and lift that back leg up as much as you can. Keep rooting down the supporting leg. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, take your right arm, your opposite arm, and reach it out, trying to balance. Let the hand come down. I want you to move the blocks back towards your foot as you send the chest towards your thigh and lift that back leg up a little higher. Just do your best. Good. Bend that front knee. Send that back heel to the floor. Set the blocks aside. Hands to the floor. The front foot steps back into downward facing dog. Feel the energy in the body. Feel the sensations. One side might feel a bit different than the other. Find your breath. When you're ready with your next exhale, let the knees come all the way down. Let the hips go back to the heels, resting in a child's pose. Awareness to the sensations throughout the body. Lift the hips, bring the hands back to the floor on the hands and knees. Going to add those blocks once again, and this time take your left foot and step it forward. So we're doing all the same stuff, just on the other leg. So again, you want to be really mindful that the hands are on either side of your foot and the hips are in front of that back leg. So start to send the hips forward, lift up through the chest, open up through that heart. If you can, that back knee's on the floor. If you need to lift it though, it's fine. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, send the hips back, pull the toes up towards the ceiling. Imagine them moving to the chest as you stretch the back of the body. And as you inhale, slowly shift forward. Really find your full range of motion here. Lift up out of the hands. Keep sending the energy of the chest forward, and then exhale. Slowly move back. The tailbone moves to the wall behind you. The toes lift up. Inhale, shifting all the way forward. Lift up through the chest. Lift up out of the hands. Nicely set. Exhale, send it all the way back. Lifting those toes up. Inhale, send it all the way forward. Tuck the back toe. Lift the back knee. Feel this nice stretch for a moment. Let the hips move down. That front knee is low. So ideally, as we come into our warrior one here, we stay pretty close to this position. So rotate and plant that back heel. Ground down to the floor, engage your core, and slowly draw the body up. Nice, Marty. Good, Carolyn. Let's come into warrior one. So the hips are square, the shoulders are square. Yeah, there you go, Juanita. You might take that back foot, Juanita, open it a little bit. There you go. So the hips and shoulders are really squared off to the front of the room. With those fingertips, reach them all the way up to the ceiling. As you exhale, maybe go a little deeper. Good. Inhale, the ribs are off of the hips. Fingertips are reaching up. As you exhale, expand and open. Bring those arms down to your side. Nice, Judy. Inhale, take the arms, reach them up. As you exhale one more time, let's bring those arms down to the side. Really take care, take attention of that front knee. Inhale, reach it up. You're keeping that knee right where it is. Keep it opening to the outside of your foot as you open into warrior two. You don't have to lift and lower. Try to keep the pelvis at the same level. Just inhale, bringing it to the front. Nice, Henry. And then exhale as you open nice and low. Good. Yeah, I want you to keep that knee open here. Inhale, come to the center. Good. Boodle. Exhale. I want you to pause here. Take your front hand, reach it all the way up and back towards your back leg, opening into the front of your body. Good, Lori. Stay nice and low, maybe a little deeper into that front knee. Open into the side of the body. Good. Inhale, come back to the center. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down. Back the hands on the blocks. Pick up that back heel. You're going to walk that back foot in. Put all the weight in the front foot. Bring those hands underneath your shoulders and lift that back leg. That right hip is kind of down to the floor, so the hips are square. Supporting leg is straight. Kind of lift up out of your hands. And if you want that added challenge, take your left arm and reach it up and out. Stay as steady as you can here. Nice, Trish. Beautiful, everybody. Good. Now bring the hands to the blocks. Walk the blocks back towards your foot and bring the chest towards your thigh, sending that foot all the way up. Now this is actually called needle pose. So if we could, we'd create a straight line from that top leg to our foot. Anybody doing that in here? Me neither. But you're going to imagine it. You're going to use that energy to lift that top leg up as much as you can. Bring the chest closer to your thigh. And then bend that front knee, step that back foot all the way to the floor. Set the blocks aside. Pick up the back heel, the front foot steps back. Downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Fully present in your body. If you want to move in down dog, feel free. It's your practice. With your next exhale, let the knees come all the way down to the floor. Set the hips back to the heels. Relax and rest. Mindful breaths in and out. Bring the hands under the shoulders and draw the body up. And I want you to come all the way onto your knees. Now, if it's not possible for you to be on your knees, it's okay. One, you could add extra support under the knees, and you could also possibly do this standing, okay? You're going to use one block at a time. Let's take let's see. Give me just a moment. All right. We're going to take that right leg, and I want you to bring it out to the side. And I want the toes pointed towards the side as well. So notice you could bring your foot forward, or you can point the toes to the side. And as you point those toes to the side, let that right hip bone come forward, right? So we're not twisting our hips to the side. We're doing our best to keep the hips square in front, okay? Go ahead and grab that block so it's here when you need it on the other side. Actually, let's take both of them just in case you need them. One by your knee, the other one by your side. Take your left arm, reach it all the way up. Really stretch and lengthen and reach the sky. Then as you exhale, take your right hand and move it down to the floor. If you want to, you can place the hand on the block. We're not pushing on that thigh. That's really important. The hand is in front, reaching down to the floor. Inhale, I want you to come all the way up to the top. I just want you to flex the foot of that right extended leg. Inhale, grow nice and tall. Same thing again, just keep that foot flexed. Notice any subtle changes in your body, keeping the toes all the way up to the ceiling. Keep the heart rolling open here. Good. Inhale, slowly draw the body up. This time we're going to take that left hand and bring it down to the floor or to your block. Let's go ahead and point the toe down and reach that right arm all the way up to the sky. Root down through the knee, through the hand, so we're lifting up. We're not sinking down. For a little bit of a balance challenge, look up. And then I want you to imagine you have one of those large stability balls behind you. And you're going to try to place your shoulder blades on that stability ball, right? So you're kind of pressing the hips and the chest forward, rolling that chest open, sending that top hand back behind you as if you're going to roll over this ball. Keep the hips pressing forward, that heart rolling open. Really beautiful, Susan. Take a deep breath in as you exhale, press the belly into the back. You're going to draw that extended leg in and sit it down into a child's pose. Good. Press the hands into the floor to draw the body up, and then draw the body all the way up to the knees. No surprise here, we're going to do it all on the other side. So you're going to take that left leg and send it out. And again, the toes are pointed to the side, not towards the front. They're pointed towards the side. For me, it's my short edge of the mat. For you guys, it's not the same. If you're on the floor. So point it towards the wall to your side. Take that right arm, reach it all the way up. Pause here for a moment and just feel the lengthening, the lifting up, the extension through the body. Then as you exhale, reach forward. Again, we're not pressing on the thigh here at all. The hand's either in front or your hand could be on that block for a little bit more stability. Keep that left hip pressing forward so we're not twisting here at all. All the way, the whole front of the body is open here. Good. Inhale, come back to the center. I want you to flex your foot, pull the toes all the way in. Take a deep breath in, reach up. Same thing again. Keep that foot flexed as you exhale and reach to the side. Relax the shoulders, the face, open up through that heart. Inhale, come all the way up. And as you exhale, you're going to bring that right hand to the block. Again, it's your choice how high you want that block to be. You're going to point the toes down. You're going to reach up and lengthen. If you want to challenge that balance, take a moment to look up, really lift up out of that right hand. So notice how much weight, if you're sinking down into the floor, the hand can be on the block, just lift up off of it so the energy is not sinking down. The energy is lifting up. Then imagine that stability ball behind you. Press the hips forward, roll that heart open. Imagine that top shoulder blade trying to reach for that ball, that top hand reaching for the wall behind you. They'll look different for each of us. Beautiful, Lisa, but you really want to try to open up through that chest. Feel the whole body expanded and stretch, open. And then press the belly into the back. Draw it all the way in. Draw that extended leg in. And once again, sit it back and down into our child's pose or any comfortable, relaxed posture for you. Mindful breaths in and out. Bring the hands under the shoulders and draw the body up. I want you to keep the hands on the floor for a moment. I want you to check in and make sure the tops of your feet are on the floor and that as much as you can, those ankles are straight. And I want you to feel the stretch in the tops of your feet and in your thighs. If you're not feeling the stretch and you want to go a little deeper, bring the hands up to the thighs. Relax the shoulders and relax the face. We're going for the stretch all through that front of the legs. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. This is called hero's pose. Just imagine yourself strong, your own personal power. Connect to that hero within you. You stretch and open and breathe. Feel your strength and your power. Then take your time, bring the hands back down to the floor if they're not there already. I want you to here tuck the toes under. So you could actually use your hands, reach back for your toes to really allow them to get all the way tucked under. And then again, your hands might just stay here on the floor, feeling that stretch already through the toes and through the feet and through the arches. If you want it to be more intense, you draw the hands up to the thigh, creating more weight and pressure down on the heels. You don't have to do this. It's fine to keep the hands on the floor. Relax the face, relax the shoulders, breathe. Good, bring the hands back down to the floor. You're gonna sit down onto the floor. Extend those legs out in front for a moment. You can wiggle the toes here, wiggle the feet, kind of give them a little stretch after that work. And then rest for a moment in our hammock. So go wide with the feet. The belly drops into the back. Let your head drop back. Toes and knees out to the side. Just rest and relax. So it's sitting up nice and tall. I want you to take that right leg and draw it in. Actually, I wanted to do this differently today. So I want you to see if you can take this leg that's in front of you and see if you can bring it back behind you. Now, if this isn't available to you, and there might be some of you that it's not, feel free to go here or here instead, okay? What's going to happen with that leg behind, many of us are going to start to rock over to the left, right? I want you to use that left hand, press it down into the floor to draw the body up. You might also explore whether that knee is close in or out to the side. It's going to feel a little different, so notice where you want to go. Bring the hands first behind you as you inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, push away the earth, kind of pressing the chest forward. You might want to stay right here, or you might bring those hands in front and pull the chest forward. Some of you might be able to reach all the way out to your toes. You might be somewhere in between. If you're really rocking over to the left, keep that left hand on the floor. Keep the sits bones grounded as much as you can. Relax the face and relax the shoulders. I know, they have a mind of their own sometimes, don't they? So connect with your breath and feel all the different sensations and try to relax in the stretch. Notice the tension and do your best to let it go. And I want you to press the hands into the floor and draw the body up. I want you to take that leg that's now behind you, bring it all the way in front, and I want you to take that ankle, that lower leg, and place it on the thigh above your knee. Flex the foot of the extended leg. Use the hands behind you to get nice and long and tall. Take a deep breath in. First, I want you to exhale and focus on just dropping that right knee down. So I want you to imagine there's a magnet on the bottom of your knee and it's being pulled down to the earth. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, once again, press the hands into the floor, sending the chest maybe a little further. You could decide to reach the hands in front or reach out to the foot. And it's fine to keep the hands behind you. One is not better than the other. As you breathe, keep allowing that right knee to melt down to the floor. Notice any tension, any holding on to in your hip, and do your best to let it go. Each exhale, maybe you soften in just a bit more. Find your full expression of the stretch. And then slowly draw the body all the way up. I want you to put the left foot on the floor on the outside of your foot so the knee is pointing up. Keep that hand behind you, the left hand on the knee as you twist. Now that left hand can be on the knee. You could hook the elbow. You could bring it in front. One might feel better than the other. The idea is to twist, to look all the way over that back shoulder, to lengthen up through the top of the head. Keep that foot of the extended leg engaged, the heel pressing towards the front of the room. Breathe. Mindful breaths in and out. With your next exhale, slowly release it out. You should extend both legs out in front and rest in your hammock. So the belly's into the back, the toes and knees are out to the side, the head drops back. Feel the energy in your body. Receive the gifts of this moment. Good, as you sit up nice and tall, and do it all on the other side. So that left leg now. And if it was available to you on the other side, it's possible it might be different on this side. So honor where you need to be. If this doesn't work, the foot can be here or the leg can be here, okay? Use that right hand to kind of press into the floor to sit you up as much as you can. Use any props that will feel good to you here. Engage the foot of the extended leg so the toes and knees are pointed straight up. Start with the hands behind you. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, send the chest forward. You could stay right here or bring those arms forward. Yeah, we're pressing the hands down, sending the chest towards your toes. Maybe you're going to reach out towards your toes. Maybe you even hold on to your foot. Whatever feels good to you. Most important is that breath. Mindful breaths in and out. And take your time as you press the hands into the floor and draw the body up. Take that leg that's behind you, draw it all the way to the front, bringing that foot to the thigh above your knee. Do your best here. Again, it might look different on this side. Does for me for sure. You want to imagine a magnet on the bottom of that left knee, kind of pressing it down. Lengthen up through the spine. Activate the foot of the extended leg. Let's start with those hands behind us. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, press the chest forward towards your toes. Stay here or reach out, maybe for your foot. Bring a lot of awareness to that left knee, allowing that left knee to melt down to the floor. Try to release in that hip. Feel the stretch in that outer thigh and that IT band. Mindful breaths in and out. Find your full expression of the posture. And then take your time as you slowly draw the body up. Here we'll place the foot on the floor and point the knee up towards the ceiling. The left hand stays behind you. The right hand's on the thigh. On the knee, the shin, or hook the elbow, or bring it all the way in front. Whatever helps you get the twist that feels good in your body. Try to look over that back shoulder. Keep the foot of the extended leg active, the heel pressing to the front of the room. And breathe. Your exhale, slowly release it out, coming back to the center. Extending both legs out in front, once again, resting in your hammock. Rest and receive, feel the sensations of your body. And slowly taking your time, make your way down onto your back. And when you get to your back, I want you to first draw the knees into the chest. Feel a little length in your back, press the tailbone down as you pull the knees into the chest. And then if you choose, rock from side to side. And then eventually extend the legs, coming into corpse pose for Shavasana. If you prefer waterfall, the feet can be wide on the mat, the knees touching in the center. You want those knees touching here to really allow the legs to relax. And of course, the legs could be extended in our traditional corpse pose. The hands are wide. Feel the drop backs of your shoulders dropping in to the floor. The eyes are closed. For the next few minutes, allow there to be only rest and relaxation. Only stillness and quiet. Only truth and awareness. For the next few minutes, allow yourself to just be here. a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, let out a sigh. Take another long, full, deep breath in. And this time, as you exhale, wiggle the fingers, wiggle your toes, let your head just gently rock from side to side. Stretch the arms overhead, take a nice full body stretch. And as you exhale, draw the knees into the chest and rock all the way over onto the right side of your body, curled up into a little ball. And it's here we make time to be in gratitude. To, yes, honor those things that we are grateful for, those people, those relationships, those situations and circumstances. But to allow gratitude to become a part of us so that we live each and every moment of every day with gratitude. You start to get annoyed or irritated or frustrated in your life, in your day, and you turn on that gratitude. And carry it with you. Practice now being in gratitude. And extend the top leg, press the hands into the floor, and slowly draw the body up. Take your time as you come back to a comfortable seated position with your hands on your heart. Shower yourself in love. Practice self-love. Feel the sensations of self-love, knowing that you are worthy and that you deserve it. Send this love and healing out to each and every person with whom you just shared this practice. Everyone at home and everyone in person. Doesn't matter whether you know them personally or not. We extend this love and healing to those members of our yoga community that aren't here today. There might be someone on your mind, someone that you've been missing, someone that you know is having a hard time. Send this love and healing out to the community. Send love and healing to those you feel closest to, those people you call your family and your friends. Send love and healing out to someone in your life that you know is hurting, is struggling, grieving, having a hard time. And send this love and healing out to someone that you struggle to be kind to, someone that you're in conflict with, someone that's hurt you or wronged you, someone that doesn't agree with you or understand you. See this person as you and send them only love and healing. Ultimately, this love and healing goes out to every human being on the planet and every living thing in the universe. Let's close with our affirmation. I'll say it once by myself so you can listen, and then I'll invite you to say it along with me. There is enough love to heal the world, and there is enough love to heal ourselves. Take a deep breath in. Together, there is enough love to heal the world, and there is enough love to heal ourselves. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.
Namaste.
The real gift of this practice is taking it with you, taking that gratitude with you, taking the mindfulness and the breath the awareness to all things and to everything else that you do.